name is Kaylin Fields, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to paint a fall theme painting. Today I will be using regular paper to show step by step, but the final product is on a canvas. For your supplies, today you're going to be needing two paintbrushes, one that is either 1 inch or 2 inches wide for the background, whichever you prefer. And you're also going to need a thick fine point brush to do the cursive and to paint for the leaf. And then you're going to need a paper towel and a cup of water. And then as for the paint, you need to get that prepped already. You need a red, a yellow, and an orange regular paint. And then you need a mixed combo of red, yellow, and orange with white. There's a 3:1 ratio. And then you're also going to need black. And that's going to be for the cursive and your signature at the end. So today we will get started with the background. And we will use the flat brush. Now, when you're doing your painting, it does take quite some time to dry, and you are welcome to use a blow dryer. However, according to a painting site that I have come across, you should never use it on the warm setting nor high setting because it can crack and bubble your paint. As for the colors that I chose for my painting, I went on Pinterest and actually got resources and color references and decided that I would do a painting like this for today's video. During each color, you want to make sure that you wash your brush so that you aren't mixing colors in between. Now, I won't get too elaborate to save some time, but I do have other sheets with each step completed already so that you can see the final result from each step. When you apply the colors to the paper, you want to make sure that you have 3 different sections. Keep them as even as possible so that you don't make one look too overbearing. And then when you get to the center of the colors, you want to make sure that you equally blend. Of course, you would wash your brush to blend those two. You can also dab back into the colors to help bring the blending through. Okay? Alright, as you can tell, this is the final product of the background, and now we will get started on the leaf. You can dab dots on the edges from where you want the color to transfer, like blend in with the next color, and then dab it on there so you have an outline, and then you can physically paint and connect the lines. You are welcome to use real leaves. I don't recommend actual fall leaves that are crumbling. But if you find a healthy green leaf, that would probably work best. Make sure you sanitize it though so you're not getting dirt all over your painting. Just, if you don't have any outside, you can always go, I went to Hobby Lobby and got a set of leaves, but you can always get leaves from Walmart or whatever. It's cheaper there. Whatever floats your boat. So right now I'm just going on the front side of the leaf and I'm just dotting the edges. You don't want it too thick because you don't want the paint to bleed when you stamp, but you also don't want it to be too thin or else it won't stamp at all. So you just get where you want it to line up. Okay, and you change the color there. You don't have to do all 3 colors. It's probably more beneficial to do all 3. But you just want enough so you know where the paint needs to be lined up when you stamp. And you can apply more if you need to because it does run a bit thin when you add it to the leaf. Alright. Just stamp it there. Get it there. And then pick it up, and as you can see I have a few dots there, and that's just where I would connect. It doesn't have to look exactly like a leaf, but you can ideally make lines. Alright, so as you can tell, here is the finished product of the leaf. You can do as many leaves as you want. That's completely up to you. I did one for this tutorial. So now we're going to get started with the cursive writing. And if you don't know cursive, that's completely fine. You can do a really pretty font. Or you can learn how to do cursive offline, which is what most people do nowadays to learn cursive. So you're just going to write fall as best as you can. And it can be very tricky with paint and a paintbrush. It's not as easy as writing with a pen. So if it's not as ideal as you would like for it to be, that is completely okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and swiftly do this. And you might have to keep applying paint because it will run a bit blotchy. Just to be a little more specific. I'm not going to get too detailed here. That we can go ahead and get to the finished product. And you want to drag it out because fall is 4 letters and you're painting on a complete canvas. So not ideal to make it completely short. Don't make it too long. And you don't want to make it too thick either because you want to make sure that you're able to see the leaf in the background. Alright, it should look something about like this. Alright, so this is the finished product on a canvas. As you can see, I did 2 leaves on my canvas project. And this is my fall. And of course at the bottom you always want to put your signature. It can be a full name. Most people do their initials. Mine's EF, it's always been that. It's my middle name. And if you want to help prevent the paint from cracking, you are welcome to use Mod Podge. And I prefer if you do that to get the glossier one so it makes paint look fresh for like a really long time. But yeah, I really hope that that was helpful. I'm a huge fan of the fall, so that's why I did this tutorial. But if any of you come up with a completely different fall idea, I would be completely stoked to see what you get. So yeah, thank you.